My name is Riley Drew Cross. I'm 23 years old and in my first semester as a graduate assistant at Utica University. While pursuing my MBA, I also work within the Sports Information Office, my dream career. I graduated from SUNY Portland over the summer of 2025 with a degree in sport management. I have worked within several sport organizations over the past several years, and my particular interest in sports statistics and storytelling has landed me in the sports information field. Sports information, also known as athletic communications, is a key segment of athletic departments. The job of sports information directors, or SIDs for short, is to manage statistics, create media content, coordinate game day information, and tell the story of the programs in a way that is accurate, timely, and engaging. SIDs work with coaches, administrators, athletes, opposing institutions, fans, and others to make sure every event is documented, every achievement is highlighted, and every team is represented with professionalism. As previously established in the course, my mission and vision statements are as follows. My mission statement. Three core tenets of mine are hard work, respect, and accuracy. I hold myself to a high standard in all tasks I complete, and I hope others do the same. I take pride in connecting with peers on a personal level. My vision statement. The skills and knowledge I gain over the coming years will set me up for success for decades to come. I have found the path that is meant for me, and this step of the journey is the beginning of me honing my skills. Across the 5 leadership questionnaires, a clear picture of my leadership style emerges, one centered on caring for others, supporting their goals, and ensuring high quality work. On the servant leadership questionnaire, I scored very high in emotional healing, empowering others, helping people grow, putting them first, and behaving ethically. These results highlight my natural approach as people focused and supportive. My lower score in creating value for the broader community shows an opportunity to extend that support beyond individual relationships. The Path Goal questionnaire placed all 4 styles, directive, supportive, participative, and achievement-oriented, solidly in the moderate range. This tells me I'm adaptable. I can give structure when tasks need clarity, offer support when people need encouragement, involve others when collaboration matters, and raise expectations when performance is key. That balance fits my goal of pairing strong relationships with high-quality outcomes. The authentic leadership results showed strengths in balanced processing and relational transparency. I make thoughtful decisions and lead with openness. My lower scores in self-awareness and internalized moral perspective point to growth areas where deeper reflection on my values can strengthen my consistency as a leader. On the Identity Leader inventory, my highest score was Identity Advancement, meaning I naturally advocate for the group and prioritize its success. Moderate scores in prototypicality and entrepreneurship, and a lower score in impresarioship, suggest I can continue building structures and routines that reinforce a strong team identity. Finally, the followership questionnaire categorized me as a pragmatist follower, engaged, reliable, and committed to quality work, but cautious about challenging the status quo. This aligns with my supportive nature while showing room to be more proactive when improvement is needed. Overall, these assessments reflect a leadership style grounded in supporting people, building trust, and producing high quality work, while also highlighting where I can grow as I take on greater responsibility. Early into my time in Utica, I was thrust into leadership situations at our men's soccer games. As the primary contact, it is my responsibility to ensure our operations run smoothly. At soccer, a mix of staff and students work in various positions, including public address, scoreboard and video board operations, live statistics, and commentary on the video broadcast. After a number of disappointing outputs due to personal oversights and occasionally poor communication, I eventually found my stride with operating the press box. As a person with power in that scenario, I had to unlock my confidence to allow myself to lead the group to success, a confidence I have since carried into the winter sports season. My favorite experience in my first semester in the career was connecting with several students of ours, with 3 in particular, Maya, Thierry, and Brendan. Each brings something different to the table. Thierry has interests and skills in creative content such as photography and graphic design. Brendan, like myself, comes from a more traditional skill set in the field as he excels in tasks such as live statistics, writing, and website management. Maya has shown a strong mix of both and has mentioned interest in the field as a career. The favorite part of the scenario is seeing students just like myself a few years ago and doing my part to help them enter the world of careers in sport. The SID at both my 2 previous colleges has been a major role model in my life, and I hope to make even a slight amount of impact on these students. As such, me and the other members of the Sports Info office have helped these student workers develop themselves by assigning tasks that better align with both their skills and interests. For instance, Thierry helps make many social media posts, while Brendan consistently works at games with me on live stats, and in-office has helped write stories and update sections of the website. By curating these tasks to each worker, we have let them get what they wanted the experience, while seeing the best out of them as a leader. Although I currently serve as an assistant in the office, I will almost certainly be the head of a sports info office in the next few years. Many institutions have just 1 or 2 full-time employees in the office, which lends itself to mostly head positions. With the higher title comes expanded responsibilities for several reasons. First, the head SID establishes the brand of the program as they make decisions regarding virtually all public-facing content produced by the athletics department. Some small but required decisions of a new SID would face are, do I format my game recaps as true written stories or in bullet points? Or, Will I post game day graphics on social media or save the post for more significant events? Some major decisions would include hiring decisions, how to balance coverage between men's and women's sports, or how to handle events that harm the department's reputation, such as criminal actions by athletes or staff, or other controversial headlines. Head directors will also cover larger sports, such as football or ice hockey, which generate more clicks and attract more viewers. With this often comes high expectations and external pressure that an SID must handle. In addition to all of their expanded tasks, head SIDs also juggle finding staff for all athletic events and have to manage varying amounts of assistants, graduate assistants, interns, and student workers. In conclusion, I believe my leadership style is exemplified by my caring for others, desire to connect with followers and peers, and my expectations of high quality outputs. I believe empowering followers both helps them and gets the best out of them for the leader. Over the course of 611 and 612, I was surprised to find myself being more relationship oriented rather than task oriented. The findings and knowledge gained during this class will help me make a better leader for decades to come.